Hey, what's up guys? So this tutorial is going to basically help you if you have an infected computer with a virus, or your computer is just running very slow and you're trying to tune it up and figure what the heck's going on. So first things first, with the computer that you're trying to fix up, clean up, or get rid of the viruses, the question you usually have to ask is, will it even start up? If you start it up and maybe it won't even get past the Windows screen, if you're using Windows, the Windows screen, or it just, you can't even work on it. You can't even do anything because it's running so slow and it's so infected. That's when you're gonna have to go into safe mode. Now, how you get into safe mode is when you start your computer up. If you're using Windows, you start it up, and you should be able to press F8. Sometimes it'll say in the bottom, like when you restart your computer, there should be a setup that says like F12 or F2, and then safe mode. I don't know if it'll display it, but it should be F8 for Windows. Now you can Google it just to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's F8. And basically, what safe mode does is it fires up your computer and it runs with like minimal resources. So there's not going to be all the stuff running that usually running. You can't run the internet, and this will kind of help prevent from. There'll be a lot of things that usually need to be running that won't be running, but just to put it simply, you'll be able to navigate through your computer and do the things that you need to do. Now, after you did that, basically the tool to diagnose whether your computer is running slow or to see what the heck's going on, basically you need to get to your task manager. Now, for Windows, you should be able to go down to bottom panel here, right click, go to start task manager. So this is going to how you're going to diagnose what's going on with your computer and its performance, and try to figure out what's slowing down your computer. So right now, let's start out, go to performance. Now, you should be able to go to performance and see your CPU usage. This is your central processing unit. This is basically how much of your CPU is being used. Now right now I have my camcorder, my screen recorder going on right now, so it's pretty high. That camcorder takes up a lot of CPU usage. But if you just have Task Manager open right now, it should be sitting at about 1 to 7% around idle. If that's the only thing you have up, your applications that you have up. Now if you see it spiking up to 100%, or it's spiking around what you see mine's at right now, that means it's not good. You're gonna have to do some cleaning up, or you have a virus on your computer. This is your RAM, random access memory. Yeah.
You don't need any help to like check inside the
Okay, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, if you're trying to diagnose if your computer's running slow, you want to come in here, check the CPU usage. It should, like I said, it should be sitting around 1 to 7% idle. It might spike up a tiny bit, but it should not be sitting around this. If you just have the task manager open, and it should not be spiking up to 100. If so, then you gotta keep watching this tutorial. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, if you see your high CPU usage, which most of you, if you have an infected computer, you're going to see this bouncing up and down. Go to processes. Now processes, you come in here and you can see exactly where the CPU usage is coming from, what's causing it. See right now, this cam recorder, my screen recorder, is taking up about 55. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, other than that, you can, so basically you click on it and you can see the highest one will pop up. Now if you see something in here that just randomly keeps spiking up, or something that you don't have open, then that can pose the question of what the heck is this. So this one right here is my task manager that I have open right now. The DWN goes along with the task manager, so those are okay. And I don't see anything else in here. But to diagnose most of these, you can also look at the memory, the RAM, how much RAM it's taken up, and the CPU. You can look at both of those. And you should be able to go through here, and if you find something that's you don't know what the heck it is, I'll be honest, it doesn't matter how much you know about computers. Most of these people don't know what the heck they are. I mean, pretty much you can look at the common sense ones like Notepad and stuff like that, and if you Google them or you know off the top of your head what it is and you don't need it running, go ahead and end process down here. Highlight it, end the process. Make sure you end whatever you don't need to be running. To be honest, for these processes, you can probably end all of them and be okay. You're not going to mess up your computer. Now the next thing you're going to do, if you go to applications, you can see exactly what applications are running. And the next thing you can do is go to services. And these ones are tricky because I'm going to maximize the screen real quick. Let's see what the time limit here. 6:21. I'm going to end this pretty soon. Pretty much you go in here and you're going to want to see what's running. The stopped ones you're not worried about, but you go through here, and these are tricky. Like I said, you have to pretty much Google these definitely, because there's a lot of stuff on here that needs to be running for your computer to function properly. And a lot of these you're not going to know what the heck they are. So pretty much you can go through here, and there could be stuff that's just hidden running on your computer that doesn't need to be running. And pretty much what you're going to do is go through here, and if you see something that doesn't, especially if you look in the description and you see something that doesn't really sound very professional or doesn't sound right, you should probably Google it. And if you find something that you think you need to stop from running, go ahead and stop the service. And you can do these three little things, and it should help. You should be able to go back to your performance and hopefully see it drop down quite a bit. You probably should have did this before you went to the task manager, but the next thing you're going to want to do is go to the control panel, and you're going to look at your programs and go through here and uninstall anything that you don't know what it is or you don't need, you don't use. So I would go to most recently installed by clicking on this. Go through here. Some viruses that you want to watch out are mostly under like, well, first of all, you want to look at the publisher, because you can trust Apple, you can trust Microsoft. Some of the viruses will actually just change they'll misspell the publisher by one letter just to kind of trick you. But you want to go through here. Usually the most, like, if you guys started having troubles with your PC recently and it seems like there's a virus, maybe it was something you installed recently that caused that virus. Try to go through there and uninstall that programs that you don't need. And yeah, a lot of the programs or software on here that you're like, what the heck is that? I've never installed that. Get rid of it. Get rid of anything you don't need on here. And watch out for like software programs that say they're like cleaners or antivirus software. That's mostly what viruses do, is they try to camouflage themselves as antivirus. So basically, when you get a virus, it's gonna pop up on your computer, be like, hey, you need to clean now. Press this button, give us your credit card number, blah blah blah. Basically, what a virus does is it keeps copying itself on your computer, and it's gonna try to get your information or whatever its purpose. But if you do this, you uninstall the programs, you do what I did in the task manager and clean it up, and it seems good, but it comes back, you might want to just do a wipe and reload, because otherwise you're just going to stress yourself out. Some of these viruses are created by just absolute geniuses, and they're really just get deep in your computer. The longer the virus sits in your computer, the worse it's most likely going to be. If somebody gives me a computer to clean up and it's been infected for 2 months, I'm just gonna be like, hey, can I do a wipe and reload? Let's put all the files and pictures you need on a flash drive, and I'm just gonna do a wipe and reload. And what a wipe and reload is you're pretty much wiping out your hard drive, everything on it, including the operating system. That means you have to reload the operating system because you're deleting it. So basically, you either need the disk for your operating system that when you originally installed it, or you need to go online and figure out if you need the code or how to reinstall it. One thing I do for my computers and for the people I've worked on and their laptops, whatever, is install Linux. You can go online, Google Linux, and basically put their operating system. It's for free. You don't have to pay for it. It's free operating system. Put it on a bootable flash drive. Restart your computer. It'll be in a different tutorial how to do that if you guys want to. And you pretty much load up that operating system on your flash drive and override everything else. And your computer will pretty much be running like a brand new computer. You won't have to worry. You won't have to stress about cleaning it up or anything. That's usually what I do to make things easier. Another thing is just a little tip. If you guys ever feel like you might have accidentally clicked on something that was a virus, or you downloaded something wrong, or the first thing you do before you do anything in this tutorial is a system restore. System restore, you go to the control panel, and it should be over the system see right here. It's pretty much going to be control panel, system and security. This one is under action center. I don't know what operating system you guys have, but if you think you have a virus, or like I said before, you do anything else in this tutorial, I would go here and try to restore your computer to earlier time. And pretty much what it is, it's going to erase everything, or it's going to go back to an earlier point in time. Pretty much if you have this set up, it saves like maybe every month or so or something like that, a restore point, so you can wipe and go back to that point. So it'll completely wipe out the virus if you go back before you got infected with that virus. So open system restore, and then you follow these steps, then boom, and you should be able to pick a restore point and restore your computer, and it should be good as new. Other than that, you're going to have to do the other things I said in this tutorial. Wipe and reload is probably your best option if you can do that, and it'll cause you a lot of stress. Other than that, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching.